What's poppin', everybody? Sebro24. More expanded matches with Necrozma GX Malamar. For the expanded format, this deck is a lot faster and a lot stronger. Of course, the competition is more fierce and expanded. We're going to be playing up against our more counter matchups, you could say, our more predatory matchups. Darkrai, Darkness Pokemon, almost all of them have a psychic resistance, if not all of them actually. No, the Yveltal. There's a few Pokemon that don't resist Psychic, but most Darkness Pokemon resist Psychic. Darkrai does in this case. And not only that, but we have a few Pokemon that are weak to Darkness too. Our Ghost Pokemon, like Giratina in this case, and Donwinx Necrozma GX. They're easy knockouts for these Darkness Pokemon. Even just the regular Darkrai X that can do just 90. It's enough to get one shot for Donwinx, and you could do a little bit of snipe too. So this is one of our matchups that I guess it's designed to have an advantage against us, but we're still going to try, of course. I can get one-hit knockouts too, as long as I get the necessary Malamars in play and Necrozma. Alright, so I'm going to get the plus with Giratina since we can. Use the level ball, get one of my NKs, and I guess we could use Ultra of the Moon and just play the Juniper, or I'm just gonna use let's see, Mystery Treasure, get another search, and then use the Juniper. Sacrifice the Stadium, but I'd rather have a consistent setup since we're gonna do the Juniper. Might as well go all out for consistency. If I play the Stadium down, my opponent might just counter it, so I like to play my Stadium after my opponent played theirs, so we got an additional search instead. So level ball, another NK, so I have all the 3 NKs down, very good. We have a Malamar in hand, and we didn't quite set up the discard pile with Psychic Energies, but it should still be pretty good to get my Malamars out quickly. So we open up with Hoopa. Normally that would be a bad thing to open with in other cases when you want to use a Scoundrel Ring, but in this case this acts like a regular Pokemon for me. Just use him as a sniper for his attack. Very, very nice. And my opponent uses a big Sycamore. They're discarding a lot of stuff. Attach the Darkness Energy on Shaman. And if you guys know anything about the Darkrai decks in Expanded, they go pretty turbo. They ran their own Hoopa as this guy searched there because of the Shamans. You grab all these Pokemon really quickly, start discarding cards and drawing a lot of cards with Shaman. The Shaman engine shenanigans basically. And then with a few Dark Patches and Max Elixirs, power up the Darkrai's and get knockouts on almost anything. So he's gonna play. He searched the Darkrai's and playing them down. The one for the free retreat, of course. Dark Explorers one, pretty good, and then the offensive one from Breakpoint. Heart and soul of the deck, basically. I guess you could say the main attacker. What makes this deck basically act the way it does? I mean, Darkrai Turbo did exist before the Breakpoint dude, but it wouldn't really work as well without this guy. Darkrai from Dark Explorers does have a cap, just has a 90 attack. But this one, Breakpoint 1, gets stronger with as many Darkness Energies in play. So Dark Patch number 1, he gets the Force Darkness Energy there. And he already got a Sudowoodo down to the limit my bench. That sucks. And he's just going to pass, so only managed to get 2 energies in play. That's not really bad. I mean, I'm guessing he's going to have a more explosive turn next turn. But we got to start doing something now. That little Shaman is active over there, and I do want to take advantage of that, and knock it out if I can. Giratina, make him get a KO, because now that I know that he's running Darkness, I just know that Giratina won't be very good Donwinx too. So let's just attach the Psychic Energy and hope to God I manage to make a play here. And I really just have no choice. We got a Cynthia here, and as you guys can see, I'm being sort of very hesitant with a lot of my moves, trying to figure out what is the correct approach. And we get the computer search and the switch is back. So that was a very lucky break for me. It's basically exactly what I needed there. Discard the Psychic Energy, and this way I'm going to be able to use Malamar and get the energy back. So that's great. Let's see. What should we get with computer search? Should I get a supporter for next turn? We do have the N. So yeah, checking out the game state here. The important thing though is that I am going to be able to get my knockout. Got the switch. We're going to be able to attach the extra psychic energy. So let me just get a professor's letter. Why not? Just get some psychic energies in hand too for next turn. Not miss manual attachments. There's not really anything I was looking for. I could have just added another Malamar, add another level ball, and add another Malamar, but let's just use the letter. Have psychic energies guaranteed for next turn. The switch, and I'm going to be able to get a knockout on Shaman. It's one of the prices you have to pay when you run Shaman, is that it's an easy two-hit, two-prize knockout. In this case, Giratina makes quick work of it. However that phrase goes, you can say it both ways. And we get 2 prizes, so it's important that I have the lead at the very least. So as long as I get back-to-back knockouts now, I should be able to win. It's basic maths. Sometimes Pokemon TCG, it's pretty simple like that. It's just who gets the lead starts getting knockouts, and then both people keep getting one-hit knockouts. If we're getting both 2 prizes, or 1 prize every turn, if nobody misses a turn of getting a KO, and we just keep going at it, I'll eventually win. So max elixir, my opponent didn't get a darkness energy, okay, but he does have enough to attack with Darkrai EX. And restoration, that's another card this deck of course runs. Darkrai GX, excellent way to get darkness energy in play, and a good Pokemon too. Darkrai GX is pretty good. I wish it was doing better in standard. It's just missing, I suppose, a few cards that really just it will want to work. But anyways, my opponent gets a prize, and I'm okay with that. He's going to be able to knock out another like regular dude now. Let's play the float stone there. Play down my Necrozma, and I drew a lot of psychics from the prizes too, I believe. So yeah, now we're going to end for only 4. See, maybe I should have gotten the supporter since I knew that I only have N and I'm going to get 2 prizes, but I didn't want to. I really just wanted to get something else, not get a supporter since I already have a supporter. And I was banking on N. So let's see, Trainer's Mill, it is going to fetch me Mystery Treasure, and I have a few other supporters there. But what we're going to do is, let's discard the Psychic Energy. Oh, discard, no, Dawn Wings. I'm not going to use that guy. He's too much of an easy KO. And get the Malamars right here. So with the 2 Malamars, and I believe I did manually attach 1 energy, we can get 3 energies on Necrozma. Now unfortunately, the resistance comes into play that I was talking about in the beginning. Since I'm dealing with Darkrai's, dark Pokemon, with the psychic resistance, even though Necrozma's GX attack is just so strong, it's not going to be quite enough. It's going to do 170, and that dude is going to survive. So I think what I'm going to do instead is use the Black-Ray GX attack, just get that out of the way. He has a lot of EX Pokemon down there, GX Pokemon, so I'm basically I did basically 500 damage total, attacking 5 Pokemon, soften them up completely. So this is pretty good. This way, Pokemon like Hoopa maybe can start sniping those guys off, finish them off. And I didn't like waste a turn of not doing anything. So I think that was good. Maybe I should have pushed for a knockout, got another supporter as opposed to getting the Mystery Treasure and try and get the 3rd Malamar out. But we went with the GX attack. The other guy might be prized too, I think. We'll find out. So Dead End GX, my opponent going to use his own GX attack, get an instant 1-hit knockout thanks to the laser. It's a nice combo you can do with Expanded. That's why Darkrai GX is better over there. He's missing a lot of cards that he could have made him pretty good in Standard. So let's see. Let's manually attach a Psychic Energy on Hoopa. Since he's sitting there and he has the Muscle Band, I think I'm going to use him. I If my opponent can't get rid of that, it's going to be tough. And let's see, we get the other Necrozma too. So let's play that down. No other Malamar, but I have enough resources to attack this turn with Hoopa, and that's what we're going to do. My opponent only has 5 Darkness Energy in play, so if I get rid of either Darkrai GX or one of the Darkrai X over there, I'm going to be pretty good. Without a lot of Darkness Energy, Darkrai X isn't that strong. So the question is, who are we going to remove? I can KO either one, to be honest. Even with the resistance, I can do enough damage. But I think, what should we KO? Yeah, the Breakpoint Darkrai X. Get rid of that guy, because you never know. My opponent could just explode in this turn, attach a bunch of Darkness Energy, and then kill me in one hit, and I won't even see it coming. So let's get rid of that threat. Of course, he could play another one. If I knocked out the Darkrai GX, I was going to remove 3 Darkness Energy from play, so that's why it wasn't a completely easy decision. But I know that the Darkrai GX, once it uses the GX attack, it's stuck in that 130 damage. Even with the choice band, even with a bunch of things, you know, it's not as easy for them to get a one-hit knockout. It's definitely possible with the choice band, and if it plays a laser, that could do the trick. But you know, I'm just gonna make him work more, see a couple of things. So he played down a Dowsing Machine. That is the A-spec of choice, I guess. Gonna discard Guzma and an N. Okay, that's interesting. And grab. Let's see what you're gonna grab. But this is basically sort of the last turn. He has to do something here. But whatever he does, that GX attack is so devastating. If he knocks out Hoopa somehow, Necrozma GX can retaliate. If he knocks out Necrozma, decides, hey, that guy's the threat, get rid of that. Hoopa can just knock out whatever on the bench. So he's stuck in a really between a rock and a hard place, as they say. This deck is sort of linear in a way too. It doesn't really have ways to knock out 2 Pokemon instantly. I mean, that's pretty much a busted trait over there. If you could knock out 2 healthy EX Pokemon like that, EX or GX Pokemon. But I'm not in a position where I can lose easily here. Getting me stuck, I guess, with the laser, that might be something. But we've got the Scala in hand, and I should have a few ways to retreat if I want to. Even if he buys a turn, no matter what he KOs, it's still not over. And let's see if he even gets lucky with the sleep. So Dark Cleave, going to do 130 and poison damage, and I wake up, so it doesn't even matter. Yep. So all we gotta do is just, let's see. I can attach the energies on Necrozma, and he can finish things off, but let's check out my discard pile. So we used both switches actually, and I've got a float stone over there. Wow. So we're gonna use a Scala, and I gotta get an Ultra of the Moon, or actually even a float stone isn't gonna work. So yeah, I gotta get the Ultra of the Moon to win. We're lucky we had that. If we didn't, Hoopa could have stayed stuck there. So with the Ultra of the Moon, I'll be able to retreat, and all we gotta do now is just attach the Psychic Energies and get our last big knockout. So pretty good. This deck did pretty good against this sort of Darkrai Turbo deck. Of course, when your opponent just draws the nuts, it becomes harder. This deck is pretty nasty, but if you equally draw the nuts, set up, and can get one-hit knockouts, then you can always retaliate back. A lot of the times it's just with the hands and luck. But this deck does have the advantage when it comes to types and stuff. But my opponent scoops, it's GG. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, share this with your friends. I'm going to upload one more Malamar game, and then we're off to some other stuff. Say, Bro94, what's up?